Hi, everybody. Welcome to Reality Buzz TV. Welcome. This is a channel where we talk about all things reality TV shows. I'm so excited that finally I'm able to do the full review of episode 14 of Uthando Nesthembu. This is a review, you guys. Make sure that you understand what a review is because we don't want to deal with the stupidity in the comment section. Make sure that you like to watch the review. That's why you're watching this video. So don't come over here and say that you don't like people talking about the episode. That's what we do over here, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Listen, it's finally the day that the Mselego family takes a trip, which they do every season, you guys. Listen, I don't know, you guys. I think that if Uthando Nesthembu comes back for season 8, which I think they will, because I think that Ubabumselego would love to just milk this cow as much as he possibly can. I feel like they have to have a plan as far as the storylines are concerned, and they can't keep on having these scenes where they are responding to what the viewers are saying. Okay, I feel like they must just live their lives, and the things that they should be sitting down and discussing are the things that they need to discuss as far as their relationships are concerned. But everything now is about Ubabumselego trying to respond to what the viewers have said, how people have commented. If one of the cast members, which is the wives, if one of the wives says something and the other wife didn't like, then we are going to have a sit down where the other wife addresses that situation. I don't like it. I don't like those scenes that are feeling like they are responding to the viewers because it feels like then it's like it's scripted at this point because you are not just living your life, you are living your life according to what we are saying about your family. So when we say this, then you're going to sit down and and address it, and then we say this, and then you sit down and address it. So anything that people have responded maybe negatively or responded strongly to. Selego seems to want to make the wives, and I feel like the wives are being forced to respond, you guys. So today, in this episode, it was the trip, they're preparing for the trip. Makumalo, being Makumalo, is offering because she's the one that has multiple cars. She's offering one of the cars to Ulwandle. Ulwandle was going to drive the cars, I guess, with some family members, and then the other car was given to Umayeni because apparently in the sister wife WhatsApp group, Umayeni had been complaining that because she is the one that has younger kids, and not only does she have younger kids, but she also has grandchildren. So she had many kids to pack for. So Makumalo gives her the car. Listen, you guys, I don't know if a personality kamayeni vele unjalo with everybody, but I feel like I was hoping to see something and like, oh wow, thank you so much for thinking about that, and for making that sacrifice because I do feel like Umakumalo didn't have to give her car to Umayeni. Maybe he should had because I do feel like it was Selego's idea. It might have been Selego's idea, but I was hoping that Umayeni will show gratitude. She just had a blank face, like, oh, okay. So I guess in imoto yami ngeke ngisebenzise this time. That kind of attitude, I didn't like it, you guys. I wish that she had shown just more gratitude, just smile and be like, oh wow, thank you so much for thinking about that. It's not gonna kill you, Mayen. I love you very much, but sometimes I just don't understand that, you guys. So now Msaleko decides to go park to fetch Umacele and the kids. When he gets there, the kids are there, but Umacele akekho. Dramatic. I was like, Macele drama engaka. We were going trip. I mean, the least you could have done is say ukuthi awuhambe wena, just say ukuthi no angiyi guys, or angiyi Musa, just tell your husband ukuthi awuyi, and then he knows. Okay. And she said that she had left the house early because she did not want to go. So I'm like, how immature is that you even have to leave the house so that you can avoid going to the trip instead of just saying, I don't want to go, I'm not going, these are my reasons, and but the kids can go. So she left the house. So when Selego gets there, she's not there in the house, and then Mselego's calling her with Taibo, what's happening? I'm here to fetch you and the kids. And she's like, Angi, mina. Anyway, you guys, she has said previously that she doesn't like family trips because there's always issues like of them deciding which ubani ulala kuphi, and also issues about ukuthi umsele kuzolala noba. And honestly, you guys, she is right. Because think about it, every trip that they've gone to in previous seasons, when it's time to select the rooms, there will be drama. And then also they will be the others will be asking questions, ukuthi so lalaphi, uzolalaphi namhlanje, because sometimes when they take the trip, it's the other wives' days, but Umacele will be the one that wants to spend time with Umselegu. She will be the one that spends every single day with Umselegu while they are on a trip, because then she says ukuthi she did not marry somebody's husband, and she said that she would not have, even though she said yes to his table, but she's not going to have her husband sleeping next door with another woman. That's not what she's about to do. So if they go on a trip, they must understand that Umselegu would be spending time in her room and her room alone. Okay. And now with her not being there, you guys, there were no issues with choosing the rooms. There were no issues choosing the rooms. One, two. Obviously, nobody is asking Mselegu where he's gonna sleep, because obviously he's supposed to go to the wife who is supposed to have him, because he into that wife. You know what I mean? So there wasn't so much drama. So I was like, okay, so I guess Umaxele does have a point in saying, listen, if I'm not part of the trip, maybe things will go smoothly. So let me not go. And there wasn't any drama, you guys. They get there. It's a beautiful place where they are. Everybody has a room. Everybody's happy with their rooms. The kids, I think some of the kids were sharing, but I thought, or I felt like the older kids were not sharing. But the younger kids were sharing. I don't know, you guys, but everybody was happy with the rooms. So everything goes well. Umangwabe had not been there when they were leaving, so only her kids were there. But then when they get there, she gets there late because she was at work. Because Mangwabe is a career woman, okay, and she won't let go of that nursing career because she knows she will need it very, very soon, okay. I'm joking, you guys. But she might need any woman, you guys. Don't give up your career because of a man, especially a man that has 4 other wives or 3 other wives, okay? Don't give it up, because should anything happen to Bamsele, you guys, what would happen, okay? Who would have a right to take what? And then what, moving forward, what would happen to that family? So I think that is a good idea that Umangwabe naye futhi uMayeni also works, and also Makumalo. People say Umaxele has businesses, but we don't hear much about it. But she does have some jobs, okay, because she is a presenter on multiple shows on TV. So I think it's a good idea that they make a plan to just make their own money. Now, my Mangwabe arrives, and Umselegu makes a point. You know what? This is why, because the older child, Kamangwabe Umawande, was Zinande, the younger one. Zinande was so happy to see her mom. So Umselegu makes a point. You see now, this is why I wanted Umaxele to be here. It wasn't so much for me, it was for the kids, because look at how Zenanda is. She was happy with her mom not being here, but look at how happy she is now that her mom is here. So had Umaxele been here, then she would be able to pay attention to her own kids as well, you guys. And he does have a point there, okay? Because I feel like when, even though they will be all together, but I feel like each one will be more focused on their own kids' well-being. And so he did have a point there, but I still did feel like it was more for him, Umselegu, because I feel like it's a difficult situation, because all of the other trips, he's always had Umaxele, and he's had to make the other wives understand that it's a rule in our family that when we go on a trip, I only sleep in Maxele's room. So now he was in a difficult situation now, because the other wives are going on a trip, understanding that he's not going to spend time with them. However, now Michael is not there. So he is thinking, so now I basically have to go to the other wife, who will probably feel like now she's plan B, because now I can't be with, Umaxele, now I am being with her. I was going to feel like that, guys. I would not spend time with that man if there was a rule exchange, and I'll be like, where is my child? you know. And guys, me and Mangwabe, same WhatsApp group, because I get to Mangwabe, even though she's doing a little bit too much, but I'm like, I get to Mangwabe because now I'm like, listen, I'm on a holiday in Izopumula, because she said that, you guys. Holiday. So what do you want? Where is your Machele? So you guys, it's dinner now. Oh, when Mangwabi arrives, Umselego tries to hint at the fact that he will be coming to, they will be spending time together. Like Umangwabe will be sleeping in his room, because now, guys, Umselego has his own room, because obviously he was supposed to have a room with Machel, but Machel is not there, so he's going to be a lonely man in this trip. Okay, now. He tries to hint at uMangabe to say ukuthi iy'nsuku zakho, this was supposed to be your day, so I guess we'll be, spending tonight together. And uMangabe is like, I'm not here for that. I'm here to holiday, okay? I'm here to relax. I'm not about to do it with you, not on this trip, okay? But then the whole family goes to dinner. The kids are there, everybody is there except for Macele, of course. And they go to dinner, have a nice dinner. And Uma Kumalo being a control freak, you guys, I don't know. I feel like it's just in her personality or character, whatever it is, you guys, that she always just wants to almost like, I don't know if she wants to take the place of leadership, or she wants to control things. Ulona Umakumalo, because everybody was sitting at the table, the kids are on the phone and all of that, the adults are having a conversation, so obviously the kids are going to be on the phone, because as siblings, you guys, you don't always want to talk to each other, and sometimes you just don't have anything to talk to your sibling about. Okay, so they're on their phones, and Umakumalo ends up saying, guys, we are on a holiday, everybody, it's dinner, so the rule at the dinner table is that nobody should be touching their phones, we need to talk or whatever. And I'm like, listen, the fact that it's awkward over here with your husband, okay? If I was one of the kids, I'd be thinking, the fact that it's awkward over there with your husband and his many wives doesn't mean that we need to involve us to make the situation, better. But I guess if Umnini was the one that was more vocal about, "Nifuna sixoxe nesixoxe ngani?" What do you want us to talk about? you know. Anyway, they do end up having dinner, you guys. Mselego is sitting next to Mangwabi, because, guys, when your plan A doesn't work, then you need to come up with plan B, and Mangwabi was our plan B. I felt like Mayene was having so much fun with that situation, because I think that she knows Mangwabe very well. And I think she was the one that was having the most fun in the fact that Umselego is really trying to get it from Umangwabe, and Umangwabe doesn't look like she's having it. Okay. So I feel like the other wives understood it. Okay, Machel is not here, and it is Mangwabe's day, so I guess it's going to be Mangwabe. And everybody's friendly to everybody at the table, even Umangwabe Nomselego, which doesn't happen a lot, you guys, where they're just laughing and talking and all of that. And at the table earlier, Umangwabe was still maintaining that Jenna, she's not about to spend time with Umosa, okay, because we hold it. And then, you guys, later on, when they are done eating, she says, let's go to Umselego, which I had assumed, you guys, that she's saying, okay, it's okay, you can go sleep in my room, or I'm going to go sleep in your room, which I think Umangwabe wouldn't want to do, because why would you want to go sleep in the room that was supposed to be Machele's room? I would think that it would be the other way around, where Umselego goes and sleeps in Mangwabe's room. So they go, they're all lovey-dovey, you guys, holding each other. It's all nice and all of that. And everybody assumes. So the other wives are making these comments that I guess Mselek is going to be getting it tonight, okay? That kind of a situation. Anyway, you guys, so but before we talk about what happens after that, I want to talk about the conversation that takes place at the table, okay? Which really for me was like, I don't know what's happening with Makumalo, you guys. I don't know if she is experimenting, with Uchwala. Maybe she's just drinking a little bit more with these sit downs, because she's just doing things that are just like off. Remember that conversation she had with Umangwawe, where they were like gossiping about Umayeni and all of that? People said that it looked like they might have been drunk while having that conversation. That's why they were so open about so many other things that they've never talked about before. Even here, you guys, they started talking about Umpumelelo and the situation of the sex tape, okay? Because they were saying that, Umpumelelo is trying to avoid them talking about the sex tape situation, okay? Now, they talk a little bit about what happened at that time, because remember, when the sex tape came out, you guys, initially, Queen Queen Ban had said that she had had an intimate whatever with Mseleko, and everybody assumed that it was Ubaba Mseleko, but Mseleko Senior. Okay. Then later on, she clarified to say, no, I mean Mseleko the son, Umpumelelo. I think she did that intentionally because I think she did want us to think that it was Mseleko Senior when it was actually Mseleko Umpumelelo. So then initially when the tape came out, people thought, is this Musa Mseleko? And then later on it came out, no, it's really Mpumelelo, because even the pictures came out that it was her with Queen Loli. Okay. Now, Uma Khumalo goes on to like give the details of what was being heard on the sex tape. Like Mpumelelo was saying yes, baby, and the way that she was saying yes, baby. Remember, guys, the kids are on the table, are sitting there at the table. There is Mpumelelo has himself. He is sitting with his parents. Okay, who wants to be reminded of the noises that you were making when you were having an intimate whatever with Queen Loli on a sex tape? Basically, who wants to hear that from one of their parents? Uma Khumalo was not only saying, this is what Mpumelelo said, she was imitating Mpumelelo a number of times. Even in the diary session, Umayeni was like, sometimes you have to be mindful of the fact that there are people that are underage and there's certain conversations or certain things that you can't say around, younger people. I'm not understanding if it's a case of Uma Khumalo not having because she doesn't have kids, that you feel like inappropriate, obviously inappropriate, but maybe she doesn't know because she's not a mother. I don't know, you guys, but is often it could be that, you guys, but it could also be the fact that Makumalo is very young, and people would say that, but we go too far with this thing of saying Makumalo is young. And the thing is, she is very young. She's closer to the kids' age, as the adult kids' age, than the older kids. So sometimes you'll be feeling like she is behaving like one of the kids sometimes, instead of behaving like one of the mothers. Okay. I've seen moments where I felt things were a little bit inappropriate with Makumalo and Pumelelo. And it's very hard to talk about those things because Makumalo's fans don't want to hear nothing when it comes to Makumalo. But I just feel like sometimes she is a little bit inappropriate. And even when she went to meet Ulungelo, who is supposed to be Masawoli's son, who is also likely to be very close to Makumalo's age than he is to Mselego's age, than he is to the younger kids' age. And I did make a comment when I made a video, or I did a review last season, and I said, listen, there was something off about Makumal, the way that she was behaving when she was meeting Ulungelo. It almost felt like it's not a mother meeting a son, because really Ulungelo is Makumalo's son, because he was Masawul's son. Masawulu was very close to Makumalo, and they were sister wives. So Makumalo is Lungelo's mother. But that meeting didn't feel like a mother and a son meeting. It felt like Ngati Makumalo is going to meet her crush or something. And even the way that she was behaving and laughing and stuff, I remember pointing it out, and I remember people thinking that I'm crazy. She does have very inappropriate moments when it comes to the way that she interacts with the kids, especially the older kids. Remember also last season when they had found out that Usine was pregnant and they were going hiking, the wives were going hiking. And it got to a point where they got to talk about Sine's pregnancy. And Uma Khumalo no Mangwabe started laughing about it, talking about how Usine talks about her man, how her man does this and that, right? And it was all sexual. And they started laughing, and Uma Yeni Macele were not very impressed by that. You as Sne's mom, there's just things that you should not be saying about Sne and joking about them. You had just found out basically that your daughter is pregnant. What's so funny about that as a mom? Okay. So there is that issue that I feel I pick up with Uma Khumalo, but it's very hard to talk about because people don't want to hear it. But it's true, you guys. She does say things that are inappropriate sometimes. She does do things that are inappropriate sometimes, pointing or remembering the fact that this person is a mom to these kids. She's not their sister, she's not their cousin, she's not their friend. She is a mom, Umawabo. So sometimes the things that she would say is very inappropriate. Also, Mdenogam Seleguga as a whole is just inappropriate when it comes to things of talking about sex in front of the kids. Some conversations are just like cringe to be having in front of the kids, and it's very hard to watch that, you guys. I was surprised that Mayeni was not really upset about the fact that Makumalo was doing that when it comes to Pumelolo's issue, but she did point out that it was inappropriate for her to say it. I felt like maybe she's still grateful for the car, but she can't really be upset with Makumalo right now because Makumalo just gave her car. Okay, so listen, Mayani does talk a little bit about what happened around the time. She says it was very difficult to get hold of Mpumelelo because obviously he knew Uguti, her mom was upset about it. And at the beginning, they had thought Uguti was Mosam Selego. In fact, even the voice sounded like Mosam Selego at the beginning. And then later on, they found out Uguti is Mpumelelo. Okay. Now, you guys, listen, they do celebrate Sne's birthday, which is really a good thing to see something positive around Sne, because when they show Sne, they're always showing her in a bad light. Sne, Sne akalaleli, Sne doesn't take care of her kids, Sne, and it got really bad last episode that it even got to a point where she said that she does not like her family. I think, you guys, it's just that I don't know the timing of when they do the diaries, but I feel like it's possible because Mselego is a producer. So it's possible that he saw that that is what Usne had said, and that she does not like the family and she does not like being around the family, because every time she's around the family, they'll be talking about all of these things that she has done. It's possible that almost Mselego saw that, and now he is making an effort to not make it about negative stuff all the time when it comes to Sneh. I feel like his interaction with Sneh was very different in this episode, even when he was going around, because at night he says that it's his thing to go around the kids saying good night to each and every one of the kids. When he was interacting with Sneh, it was a positive interaction. And I did like, you guys, I did like that he was saying to Sneh, you know what, because they were hugging and whatever, and he said, you are too old now for you to kiss me as a father. I do feel like, you guys, of course there are families that just kiss, like that. Like the KPMG scammer guy was kissing all of the mothers and the aunties that were there. Some families are like that. But I do feel like sometimes it does, as a father, it does get to a point where the closeness when it comes to even like a girl child, you have to create a boundary, because you are also teaching them how they have to be when it comes to men that are not their father. If you as a father can set a boundary just as a father to say, now you are older, so you can't be kissing me as a father. We can hug, we can high five and all of that, but we cannot kiss because now you're older. And it also tells the child that even with people from outside the family, you can be able to create that, to say, no, you're getting too close to me. We're not that close, okay? You know that we're not in that type of a relationship for you to get that close to me. So I thought it was a good thing, you guys. I think it's a good thing for fathers to teach their kids that, you know what, there are times when certain things are not appropriate with fathers and daughters, okay? And also with mothers and sons as well. It does get to a point where you have to, because it teaches your children that, there are things that they have to be aware of when it comes to closeness, instead of them just feeling like everybody can just be hug, 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 rub, rub, rub kind of a situation. Okay, you guys. Now, what am I forgetting that happened at the table? Okay. Now, you guys, remember I explained, Mangwabe were sitting next to each other, they're laughing, whatever. Earlier on, Mangwabe is saying, Aibo, mina ngizozlalela roomini yakho, now you have your room. Later on, she says, let's go. They leave, they're lovey-dovey. Umselegu, well, maybe Umselegu was more lovey-dovey than Mangwabe, because Mangwabe at this point, you guys, she just doesn't care. And you guys, listen, people have been saying, why does Mangwabe treat Umselegu the way that she treats Umselegu? And I'm like, guys, if my husband, every chance he gets, he was saying something negative about me, I'm not giving him anything. Okay. If I had a husband that every chance he gets, he's just talking bad about me, I'm this mean person, I don't take care of him, I don't respect him, I'm a horrible wife, he's getting nothing. Especially if I know that he's getting it from the other wives. So I'm like, you know what? I get Umangwabe a little bit, but let me tell you what happened. So they go, the others are stayed behind. They're thinking, hi, kuzobe kudliwa ama-strawberry and chocolates laphayana in. How in the morning they come back, okay, to sit down now and have like, breakfast. Mabefika Lokhuzeni kwi-breakfast, they're like, everybody phela, they want to find out what happened. And then, did you have a good time? They're like, Seleko says that when they left, Umangwabe called her friend, and I think she went and hung out with her friend, or she was on a phone with her friend. But the friend was the one that Umangwabe spent time with. She did not spend time with Umseleko. Also, she did not go to Umseleko's room. So my imagination, or the way that I was understanding his, was that Umseleko went to his room while Umangwabe was calling a friend or whatever, thinking that Umangwabe would follow him to his room. Umangwabe, when she was done with a friend, she went to her room. And she was like, she went to her room and she had her child that she was sleeping with Umtanake there. Okay. So basically, they're telling us that nothing happened. If you take that whole thing, the way that they said it, and say it's true like that, I feel like I understand Umangwabe, you guys. I feel like at this point, Umangwabe is owed an apology by Umseleko. And if she gets an apology to embarrass him on national television, because they know that it's going to be known that Umangwabe didn't spend the night with her husband, any chance that she gets to embarrass her husband, I'm not feeling bad from Selego, because why would she want you to feel good about yourself when you are out here every chance you get, you're saying something negative about Umangwabi? At this point, I feel like you don't like her, you don't love her, you don't want her at your home. Why would she even be accommodating to it? That's how I'm feeling as a viewer, because of so many things that Umselego has said about Umangwabi that are negative. At this point, I don't remember a single thing that he has said about Umangwabi that is positive. Okay. So I'm thinking that is maybe the situation. But you guys, I also felt like they might also be lying to us, you guys, because when they left the room, they were very happy with each other. They were even holding each other and all of that. So it just could be for TV. They went to the room, they did what they were supposed to do, and then they were like, listen, I think it will be an interesting story if we just pretend that we did not do anything with each other. That is a possibility with this reality show, you guys. But now, here is another part of it that made me feel like it's possible that really Umangwabe did not spend time in Selego's room. Because while the other wives are shocked by Umangwabe, they're like, Haibo, what happened? Because Izolo, everything was fine. Umangwabe was like, I never said, Mina, we were going to sleep together. He had his own room, I had my room. So he went to his room, I went to my room. So what's the big deal? The other wives are like shocked. You go to how? Now, Umangwabe, guys, and I was watching to see if the other people that have been talking about the show will talk about that comment that Umangwabe made, and I haven't seen a person make it because I wanted to see how people are feeling about it. Mangabe makes a comment to say, which Phela vele uMakhumalo would know how he was feeling because she was with him. Because I did have a question, Oguti, if Usas Tenjin and the one wife is saying, listen, I'm not in the mood, I want to spend time on my own, because that's an advantage, you guys, as Tenjin. You can just be like, I don't feel like spending time with you today. You have 4 other wives, or you have 3 other wives, go spend time with them. Is the husband allowed now to be like, okay, I won't phone you, let me go to the other wife? I think they want us to get the picture that that doesn't happen, that if it's your day, it's your day. If you don't want to be intimate with him, that's it. But you are stuck with him. I guess you're just going to be sitting next to each other doing nothing, but it's your day. But I thought about it. The person that is likely to say yes, if Umsele goes, it's Mangabe's day and goes and he's not successful and he's trying to spend time with the other wives. Mayan is the one that will most likely be like, I'll wait for my day. But I felt like Makumalo is the one that's likely to be like, oh, okay, oh, I'm coming, mean. So Umangabe makes that comment. She was with him. She would know she was with him, saying Umakumalo. So Umakumalo might have been plan number 3, because obviously plan number 1 was Machele, plan number 2 was Umangwabe, plan number 3 was Khumalo. Whether she spent the whole night there, maybe not. Maybe she went and spent time there and then went back to her room because she was trying to make sure that the others don't see, because she didn't look very pleased by Mangwabe mentioning that she was with him. Okay? So while Umselego is out there trying to prove to everybody that he didn't get anything last night because Mangwabe refused, but he might have got some from Makumalo, but he's not saying. But Mangwabe is very intelligent. He's like, yeah, you know. Anyway, you guys. So that's what happened. Mangwabe gave him none. Listen, you guys. I feel like Umsele, I've said this before, and people have been like, no, man, Umsele who loves Makuma. Listen, you guys, Umsele loves all of his wives. But if you had to ask me, so which wife is Umsele in love with, is Umangwabe. Umsele is very much in love with Mangwabe, and it's toxic. It's toxicish, but they love each other. Because guys, Umangwabe is not like Umangwabe is getting disrespectful and everything like this now. Uma Kumalo makes a comment to say when they were still dating Umselegu and she was 19, there was an incident where Umangwabe was talking to Umselegu Kabi and she was trying to correct Umangwabe, and their relationship went bad because Umangaba was like, listen, when I'm talking to my man, I am not talking to you. That does not involve you. So you must never involve yourself when I'm talking to my man. And that's how their relationship got tense the very first time that it did. So, and she said she was 19. So how many years was that ago? Okay. So Umangaba has been like this since they've known her. But Umselego still went ahead and married her. Now he's acting like Umangwabe is just kuqhumetsheni nje ukuthi na uMangwabe useklaza. No, she's always been like this, okay? And I do feel like you guys, Umselego has a certain insecurity anayo, in a sense, and I think it's a thing with Amadoda Shem, because Amadoda Shem is almost like the pleasure is in women fighting over him, fighting over his time, fighting over his attention, fighting over the money. You know, it's all about you. So to have a wife that is just not bothered, to have a wife that just doesn't, whether we are figure, our figure or whatever, you know, it bothers him more that Umangabe doesn't want him. Instead of him just focusing on the wives that want him, he really wants to be wanted by Umangwabe. It's very important to him that he is wanted by Umangwabe. And that's why he always loses it with these things that he would end up saying with Umangwabe. Lapo Umangwabe is like, hey, she's just not bothered, not at all. Okay. So I do feel like you guys, Umselego loves Umangwabe very much. And I think that he would be heartbroken if one of his wives left, and that includes Umangwabe. And I always say that Umangwabe is not going anywhere. But you guys, you know this age thing, when it comes to Macele, and not to Macele Makumalo, it keeps coming up. It keeps coming up because Uma Kumalo, remember, listen to this story. Uma Kumalo would say that Umselegu Umshelesa high school, and she said yes when Umselegu was 18. And then listen to this, you guys, because something is not adding up. So after high school, she said yes when she was 18. After high school, she goes and she gets a job at Mselegu's office where Masaul was working. But then remember, she said yes at 18. And then after matric, which I don't know if it was before or after 18, I will assume that matric was before 18. Maybe she turned 18 when she was doing matric or after. She goes and gets a job at Mselegu's office. At 19 years old, Umbalo was already a girlfriend to Mselegu. When exactly did Makumalo start dating Umosa, guys? When exactly? I feel like it's a situation of this girl that was dating a pastor. I feel like at this point, she might have been even younger than 17, even younger than 16. Okay? But yeah, they make sure to do the 18 thing so that we understand that she was 18. But there's just something off about her. At 19, there was already Umbali, and then I'm guessing that she was already working at the office with Masao. There's just something that is just not, the years are too close to each other and things are happening too close to each other. And then there was already, when Umakumalo was 19, she was already dating Umselegu, and Umselegu already had Umbali, and there was also Umasaula and Umacele, and there was also Umayeni somewhere in the mix. I don't know, you guys. And anyway, you guys, I guess Umselegu didn't get any, but Umakumalo was explained into yokuthi one time when Umangwabe no Mselegu got in a fight when she was trying to fix things to say awukhulumi kanjalo, and she got that response from Umangwabe. It taught her ukuthi now, you know, sometimes you have to just leave things, because At the table, you guys, Umseleko goes off to say, Vele uMangwabe is like this. Vele uMangwabe doesn't care about me. Ungacabanga ukuthi uMangwabe is just the thing that she's doing now. She has always been. I'm like, yo, Nkosi yami uMangwabe. Guys, ngibuka ukuthi ibhodo lami angilisusile yini. Anyway, guys. Anyway, after this, they went to like a water park and with the kids. And listen, you guys, I'm one of those people that feel like, listen, my we bitch, guys, like even if you are usually very covered up, but like find an outfit as a bitch, you know, as a way to go to the bitch, how because I baby cover uma khumalo beze wakhava ngishikhane ngithi azavelelwa amakhosikazi kamseleko. They can't just burn away a swimsuit. Well, there is a one piece guys swimsuit and then you wear cover up ngezansi. But kube uyabona ngithi mina bayavelelwa yes. But you know the thing of you have to pick your battles. I think that is the thing because if you reveal, then the whole day is going to be about you revealing too much because Umseleko would fight you and embarrass you and all of that. So you might as well just cover when you are with Umseleko going to the water park and you have to swim wearing your jeans, you know. But the kids were having fun, you guys, and Umseleko would make sure to call Umacele. This is the thing that it made me understand, guys, this episode that Istanbul really is about a man, and it's not even about a man's ego. It's more about a man's insecurity. It really for me I understood from this episode. I understood what Istanbul is really about a man's insecurity. It's about them not feeling complete even when they have the 4, 5, 6, 7 wives. They will still feel incomplete because when one of the wives are not there, they are still just not feeling that thing. How come she does not want to be here when I'm trying to plan this big thing for the family? Shouldn't he just be focusing on the wives that are there and the kids that are there? But there's still something missing because it's like, how dare she does not want to come with us? Okay, she's okay with just being over there by herself. I feel like this episode gave me an article. This is just the men's insecurity because why is one wife not enough for you? Because you just always want to feel like, oh my god, this one wants me, this one also wants me, this one also wants me. But they will lie and they will say that they want to grow their families and they want big families. That's what they do. But it's about their insecurities. But the insecurities never get resolved or fulfilled or whatever because what you need is therapy. When you feel like your one wife is not enough, go to therapy. That's what you need. You need to go and work on some issues. Okay, marrying 6 wives is not going to resolve your issues. Your issues will still be there because there's always going to be a wife that will just be fed up with you at some point and they won't care as much, and that is going to bother you the hell. Okay, because you're thinking, why is she not wanting me, even though I've given her everything? Because she wants another man. She wants a man that was going to be only hers. Anyway, you guys, the water park goes well. And did I mention Snake's birthday? She had a cake and everything. You guys, I like that scene. I like to see Snake smile. Okay. I know yes, Tina sometimes, but she's human, you guys. She deserves like to be treated special. So that was great, too. And she calls Umacele just to find out how things are going and update her kids on how the kids are, and the kids were having fun swimming and all of that, you guys. Later on at night, I guess uMangwabe was still not gaining indaba yokuthi fanele kube uyena. She was like, angizingeni, I'm not gaining it. Went and kissed uMangwabe. I'm sure he was hoping ukuthi uMangwabe athi ngena, uMangwabe kissed. Uvela, she kissed him, wazamula. She kissed him and yawned to indicate ukuthi ngiyazi. Uma ufuna ukuthi umuntu understand ukuthi ukhathele futhi yazi leso yodwa. Ay papa, ay good night. Kwabe kuphelile kanjalo. She went and kissed Umayeni. I guess it was in Mayeni's day too. And then she goes to Makhumalo's room. And then she says to Makhumalo, she needs to talk to him. And then Makhumalo, the way that Makhumalo, the cool guys, maybe connotators will reveal. And then maybe she needs therapy too. She wasn't sounding as excited as she usually is when it comes to being with Umseleko. And remember, the night before, she might have spent the night before with Umseleko, so she's like, not another night. Uh, and then you guys, she goes with Umselegu and they sit down. This is where Umselegu is trying to respond now to what happened last season. Remember where there was a time when Uma Kumalo said that she was the one that helped with the project of building the houses at Umselegu, that whole homestead, the houses, Mayeni's house, she was there. She was the one that was helping to build Mayeni's house. She was helping to build Mangwabe's house. When Mangwabe came, Mzumbe, that house was already there waiting for her. I don't know, you guys, these people are living another life because would I want my house to be built by my sister wife? Like, you know? Anyway, so now Umselek is like, you know what? This thing, I want us to correct it. I want you to correct it. Say yisho kahle ngoba ayizange izwakale kahle when you said it, because it sounded like you are saying you were here before Umayeni. Okay. Now, Uma Kumalo is like, you know, in the diary session, everything that I said that time is exactly the truth. Because now, are you asking me to lie? That's what she asked him. Are you asking me to lie? Because everything that I said that time was true. Umayeni knew me when she was a girlfriend to you. We had an encounter when she was a girlfriend to you. I even went to her wedding. So it's not like she didn't know about me. So there was a time, basically, Uma Kumalo is saying there was a time where him and when her and Mayeni were girlfriends. Guys, I do feel like there was a time where all of the wives were girlfriends to Umselego, all of them at the same time. Some of them knew about the others, some didn't. And I feel like Umacele might be the one that didn't know about the others, but everybody else knew about everybody else. She says that everything she said was true. Umselego in the diary session, she's saying ukuthi no, Makhumalo is being ngathi khona into afuna ukuyiveza lana, like mhlambe angazi mhlambe ufuna ukuveza ukuthi mkhulu kunomayeni. He doesn't say it like that, but I feel like that's what he meant. Okay, I feel like Uma Khumalo, guys, I feel like she told the truth, because from all that they've said, there was a time where there was Umacele, Umasaul, Noma Khumalo. At that time, they would say that Umselegu Noma Yeni had broken up but because obviously the family didn't want this term with the family Yaga Yeni. But the thing is, did they break up, or was it a matter of, okay, we're not gonna get married because in Abasfuni's temple, but they were still seeing each other? Because it's possible that they were still seeing each other, but it was just a matter of, I can't marry you because mina ngifuna isithembu when again abasifuna isithembu, because obviously Umayeni was supposed to be wife number one, you know. So it's possible that there was a time when all of them were girlfriends all at the same time. And in that number, eight Umagampilo, in that number, eight Umagasne, or maybe Umagasne was way before, but now it's possible. It's possible that all of these women were girlfriends at some point. But they want to make it seem like Umselegu just dated Umacele, married her, and then dated Umasaula, married her, and then dated Umayeni, married him. And then it was a big thing when now he wanted to marry Uma Khumalo. And then Umacele and Umayeni didn't like Uma Khumalo to be added as a wife. No, they might have not liked Uma Khumalo to be added as a wife because she was a kid. They're like, what are you doing with a child? But they knew about her before Umayeni. It's possible that they knew about her before Umayeni got married. So it's going to be interesting, you guys, because Makuba is like, I'm not going to lie. Okay. Everything that I said was as I said it. Okay. We knew each other before she got married. So I'm surprised now when things are supposed to be like we did not know each other. Interesting, I know. Okay. Anyway, you guys, that's all that we had this episode. I really just feel like I feel like they've done all that they can do with this season. I don't want to lie, you guys. I don't know what more they can give us at this season. If it ends, honestly, you guys, they must go back to the drawing board when it comes to the show and really give us interesting storylines. And the only way that they could do this is when people get real about real issues that they're going through, being a Senjini, instead of just pretending that, I like the fact that the therapy sessions that we got to experience when it came to Mayeni and the things that she was dealing with. But she still didn't talk about things that she's dealing with as Tenjin. She was just talking about isn't Osaka as 17. And the show is called Utano on its time, but we're not getting much about what's really going on, like what's really going on Otando in its table. They're just trying to brush us Russia's surface in China until the season ends. And I don't know what they're going to do next season, because we do one next season, but just something better, something better. Anyway, thank you so much, you guys, for watching this video. Tell me what you thought about this episode in the comment section. Like it before Pumegona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.